pause.
That was a long pause. It's okay, we're ready to go.
Bam! We are back, folks. This time,
With a vengeance.
we're doing a movie. We did a bourbon, right? The
Who-
bourbons.
We're still doing bourbon.
Oh, wait.
Who are
Liquors.
we? Who are we?
Hold on. I'm still rusty. We're Midnight Movie Distillery. I am one of your hosts, Warwick Price.
And I'm another one of your hosts, Lon Black.
And I guess I have to be Logan Lynch.
Yay!
Let's see if anybody picks up on that.
So what movie are we watching tonight?
So
Or did we
tonight
watch?
tonight,
Yes.
this time,
Every
is
day.
the 1993, because 93 is today, 93 classic Return of the Living Dead 3. See, 93.
Yeah,
we get it.
I got it. I got
Joke's
it.
not
So-
funny if you got to explain it.
Return of the Living Dead, one of my favorite all-time movies, the original, right?
Yes.
It's the one that established the zombies eating brains,
Yep.
that eating brains made the pain go away. That's why they eat your brains. It established the...
Tarman.
The what?
Wasn't
Oh,
Tarman?
Tarman, for
Tarman,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it brought us Tarman,
Yeah, you had
one
to
of
get
my
past
favorite
the
characters.
accent on that one.
Yeah.
Tommen.
Tarman.
I was like, Tall Man? Are you thinking of a different movie here?
Today is Logan's anti-British day.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Have your fucking tea.
What was that?
Have your tea.
He was like,
I need a little
okay.
throat washer.
Oh, he needs something to rinse it out.
So, and part 2 was great. Part 3 was absolutely. I don't want to say anything
No.
about it.
Yeah.
But this was my choice. Why were there other good movies in '93? Of course there were. I don't know what they are, but yeah, I knew somebody was going to look them up. I'm surprised I didn't have them up.
We didn't
I'm
plan
embarrassed.
a lot on this
I'm
one.
embarrassed.
Well,
No, it was...
Also,
there was
to be honest, we were supposed to record this like, I don't know, like
a month ago?
Yeah,
month
we're,
ago?
we're a little
Yeah.
off our game.
So,
So, Body Snatchers, which was a
Yeah.
good possible one. Body
I
Bags.
think I
saw.
fought for that one, but nobody wanted.
But I did pass up Leprechaun.
yeah,
With
the
Jennifer
leprechaun.
Jennifer Aniston.
Aniston.
Struck me clover.
Body Bags, which actually was horrible. But Jason Goes to Hell.
Was the Blob in '93?
The Blob was not on '93. The Blob was earlier. Which,
Was it earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
like-
80s?
like- yeah,
Yeah.
early '80s,
Samsonite.
maybe.
You could have had Amityville, a new generation.
Yeah, that's the new generation, though. That's the problem.
What was the other good one? There was some.
Some of the Witchboards, Addams Family Values. I didn't actually like that movie anyway. Puppet Master.
Yep.
Yes, that would have been a classic.
Dollman versus Demonic Toys.
Needful Things.
Needful
Things.
That's a classic.
Kindly do the needful.
And Warlock, but it was obviously the second one.
And Hocus Pocus, which you're welcome.
I hate fucking Hocus
Me too.
Pocus.
So,
I am not a fan. We are in a
to me, this was right in line because I love the Return of the Living Dead movies.
Yes.
So, that's why I picked this one. Let's rate it and then we'll talk
I'm
about
going to
it.
rate it. We're going to give it the barrel rating.
Burl.
Do a barrel roll.
I'm giving it a single.
I am also giving it a
I'm
single.
going a double. But I'm
No,
going to fuck it up and do it
you're
the
not,
right way.
you're not like adding
you
like
used
numbers
No, I'm
together.
not adding a whole bunch
You
of
used
shit.
up all your barrels in the last one. That's
Yeah,
why.
they're all
Okay,
gone.
are we ready?
1.
2.
3.
What did you give it?
Mother plus fucking...
You never
I
did
had
that
it the
right.
right way the first time, and I tried it the last. All right. So I'm giving it a 3.2.
3-2.
I gave it a 3.
I also gave it a 3. So we're pretty all right in line.
Yeah,
with that. All right.
All right.
So as you had the highest.
Yes.
Yeah, you go.
So honestly, this was a fun movie for me. I do have some gripes about it, but I'll talk about the pluses first. I did like the gore was fun. The way that they blended everything into, it's in a facility and everybody's
The military
working, yeah,
brought
yeah,
involved,
yeah, because of what it could do and things like that. And they were trying to find a way to not only, bring people back, but also prevent them from, staying alive. I liked how they tried to do that.
Are you talking like the freeze gun?
Yeah, the freeze gun versus the
I get it.
a limited amount of gas to get them to awaken them, so to speak.
Right.
So I did like that aspect of it. The acting had its moments where it's kind of a little hokey. The
Sure.
biggest
Had some
gripes
big names
I
in
had
it, though.
about it was mostly I felt like they were trying too hard to explain everything. Like, okay, here's what we're doing and why we're doing, and well, we've got to do it because of this, and it just felt like it was too much. They were trying to put too much thought into it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Now, a positive and a negative, I guess, at the same time. I think if I had seen this when I was of that age when it came out, I may have had different fetishes.
Yes.
I feel like that would have been something that if I had seen it, I would have liked the movie and been like,
I'll record it a few more times.
Let's see if I can, rip somebody's nipples off. No, but I just think that would have probably rewired my brain a little, maybe, just based on the pleasure with the, I don't know if you want to call it BDSM type side of it.
Clearly.
So, but, but yeah.
Let's not dance around the playground on this one. Let's
beat around the bush.
That's what.
Bush, yes.
I tried to avoid that.
So I was really surprised in that I don't think I'd seen this movie before.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
This was my first viewing of
it. It's like, because it's one of these things.
For you too?
Mm-hmm. Because it's one of the things where it's like,
You're welcome.
It's in the list of classics.
Sure,
it's like,
sure.
And I just couldn't believe, because as I started watching, I'm like, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah. Okay.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. It's, as you said, for the day and for the straight-to-video kind of release, it had some big names in it.
Yeah, of the time.
Yeah. And, but I do agree with you in terms of, I think the A players did a perfectly fine job, but, like, the soldiers were just, like, most of them were just dreadful.
Yeah. Hey, I'm standing here, I hear something, but I'm not moving anywhere to look to really where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and it definitely kind of, like, played a lot on the trope of the mad scientist and the...
Got him.
Okay, Mr. Miyagi.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Fucking good.
Stuck on the pants.
Like the mad scientist, like, who's in his mind doing good or trying to do good, but, like, really he's just, I don't know, doing like weird shit, and the soldiers that don't really understand, they just want to kill, like all of them.
Right.
Sure. But it's there were some things I hadn't. I don't think I'd seen before. It's like I was interested all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, and I think, obviously some of that probably did definitely come from the fact that I hadn't seen it before. Therefore, I wanted to make sure I was watching through.
Right.
What's name McCord? Like, he's another.
Right. I was going to say, I'm pulling up some of the names here. Kent McCord. Who was Airplane 2.
Yes.
Was hilarious, but he was in Galactica, Predator. He's been in a lot of movies. Dark Skies. And then, of course, the other guy who was the other military guy, he was in Knight Rider, Black Sheep Squadron, a lot of military ones. That's why he was kind of a no-brainer for the military guy. But
but no, anyway. So like I don't know that what I expected when I was going into it, but like I was thoroughly impressed.
It was
by the movie.
fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was one of those movies that I think follows in line with the Evil Dead style very well.
Evil Dead or Evil Dead?
I'm sorry, Return of the Living Dead. Sorry, not Evil Dead.
Oh, okay.
Return of the Living Dead style.
Okay.
Which was the first one, which was one of my all-time favorites, with the you need a medical science surplus. And that, as we talked, I think, established that zombies need brains and, heals the thing. And it gave us Tarman. And it had so many iconic parts to it. And, launched a certain young lady to stardom just for being a naked punk. So that one was classic. Now, this one was not as good as that, but it is a wonderful movie because it still has the silly, gory body modification. I don't mean just her piercings.
Yes.
I mean, all the weird shit that was happening at the end with the zombies. It was a great zombie movie. It established zombie movies as fun to watch.
Yeah, the practical effects were great.
Practical effects all the way through, because this was before any sign.
Linnea, quickly.
Yeah. Is that who you were looking up? I could have just told you that.
Yeah.
This was her breakout role. This was the one that made Linnea Quigley. That's what gave her all the other roles in all these other horror movies, as long as she got naked.
Yes.
Met Linnea Quigley, did I tell you that?
At Flashback?
At Flashback, and she was also at one other show because I've now run into her a couple times. But she's a very nice person. She's still super freaking lively too. But to me, this movie is right up there with. It's not the best, but man, is it fun to watch.
The biggest put off for me and why I hadn't seen it was because of the poster. It looked super cheesy based on the poster.
I get that.
I get it after watching it. Now I see why they did that.
Right.
But that has always turned me off from seeing. I've seen that poster a billion times, and I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll. And I just never did.
Full screen it and all.
So,
sure.
Oh, so
let me go full
we're going to give you a sneak peek of it. I don't know if it's a sneak peek. It's just a peek. But
I get it because it's the piercings, but I mean, come on, there's like glass sticking out of her.
Yeah, now I get
Very
why
sharp.
they did it, but at the time I was like, this is kind of looks stupid. Like, what is she? Some cool like? Is this like a? For me, it made me think. I never read the synopsis or anything, but I immediately thought of like, is this like Return to Thunderdome?
She's to die for.
She is to die for. And there's a blood red moon behind her, and there was a dead tree. I mean, come on.
It's the classic tropes of a good movie.
Yes.
What did you want?
Well, what I wanted was...
You want more zombie on the cover.
Yeah, like something more along the lines of like, even if they had multiple zombies behind her, you know, to show, like, because it's all focused
that is true,
She
though.
didn't do an army of, she was the one against all the zombies.
But that's what I mean.
For
She
part
could be,
anyway.
but I would take that as, maybe she's fighting the zombies.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, I give you, some of the things that she had going on were silly. Like, she put a hole in her hand, tied a knot with a string to a rock. Okay, look, she's dead. She's not thinking clearly. Okay, it's not the smartest weapon ever.
Yeah, let's
there could have been
jack off
other
my
weapons.
boyfriend while he's riding a motorcycle.
Right,
You know, that's gonna end perfectly fine, right?
So, but then again, this movie isn't meant to be taken seriously.
I get it.
It's fucking zombies, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not meant to be, and really it was a
I want
stylistic
my
thing.
zombie movie serious. Come on.
I know. I hated the Mexican Street Gang.
That
They
was-
were the worst group of actors I have ever seen in a movie.
It did get one of the biggest laughs out of me, though.
Which one?
I believe, so he comes up to somebody that's sitting in the car, and he leans in and goes, "Caca." I just laughed for
I don't
like
remember
2
that.
minutes. I swear to God, he says "caca," and I just was like, "Did he really just say caca?" So,
I don't remember that.
I'll have to find it. I don't
Maybe
remember
there's a
the
reason
time.
I don't remember that.
But it is funny because again, you know, it's of a time where it's like, you know, hey, if you have a Mexican street gang, they all have to look a certain way.
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
And it was very.
They did
very,
try to diversify a little bit because the girlfriend was Asian, so they did try to.
That's true. That's
know,
true.
Yeah.
It's probably because they couldn't find a female
They could.
Latina around.
That would want
It was.
to do that.
It was just some bad acting on their part. You know, the trying to
They
act
were-
tough, but they're not. Like, my favorite part when they were following her, and they were in the California drainage ditches, right? And they were stopped at one side and the other people other because they didn't want to cross the 2.5 inches of water to
Right.
get to them.
Yeah.
So they stopped over there on the other side to taunt them.
Yeah.
We're going to kill you, but we're not going to walk across 2 inches of water and.
Because there might be
span of
poop in
13
that
feet.
water.
Yeah.
So there's little things like that. But then again, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It's a zombie movie.
Yeah,
Military.
as I said, it was way better than I think I expected.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thoroughly enjoyed it.
Further the whole lore of the trioxin being the chemical that makes zombies.
Yes.
That's all I needed.
Cool.
All right.
The question is, do you have any trivia?
I could probably come up with some
Okay,
trivia.
go
I think
for
I
it.
gave away the rock on the string thing because that would have been a good trivia.
Rock, hard place, me.
Let's see. How many states did the family, the dad and son, travel through before they got to settle in where they were?
For some reason, the number 15 is popping in my head.
15 states? Okay.
6
6.
underachievers.
Wow. No, it was 4. But,
Oh, see?
but you
I
know,
was closer.
good
You were
try
much
with
closer.
that 6 or whatever that. Jesus Christ, 15 states?
I thought he said we moved
This was
like
the
15
80s. I don't even know
times.
if there were 15 states. back
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
All right.
It was the Confederacy at that point. No.
Did anybody else got a trivia?
The film was. I'm literally reading.
Oh, good.
Oh,
That's
he's-
fine.
Look at this.
That's fine. Nobody else will see that.
The film was released unrated on VHS in addition to an R-rated theatrical cut. Director trimmed between 50 to 60 moments to get the R rating.
They trimmed out 50 to 60?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a little frustrating.
So the version that I have on Plex should be the unrated version, which makes you go, I don't think there was anything that was that bad.
No,
there was nothing that was
to get you down to an R rating.
Yeah. Today, none of that was that bad. But I think that because near the end, there was a lot of gore, a lot of gross stuff happening. So it had to be from that they cut out.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
The welded metal exoskeleton worn by Riverman weighed 75 pounds.
Jeez.
That was it.
Okay.
So, just in case you haven't seen it, so they took one guy who was a homeless guy. They gave him an exoskeleton to keep him upright, but he powered it as a zombie. And that was the whole thing. They were making military soldiers that could not be stopped. Then they figured, with the traction, then they shoot this thing in their brain, freeze them, put them back in the jar, and save them for the next war.
Right. Yeah, and it's it's a trope that's been thought of in other movies, but yes, the idea being the fact they're already dead. Therefore, if you can just kind of like reanimate them just enough,
and go out and fight for you,
and somehow they have amazing strength.
Yeah. It's the will to just
right.
Kill. Yep.
So the only actual trivia question: what was the on-screen death count?
Did they count zombies as death counts? Because they reanimate them and then kill them again? Well, okay, but then they reanimate them and then they kill them again, or freeze them again. So that doesn't count?
It doesn't clarify, but I would have to imagine it's real people.
So 1, 2, 3.
He's going.
She counts 4, 5, 6, 7. The two guys in the containment room, the 6 and 7.
Don't forget the liquor store or the 7-Eleven owner.
Right, 8.
And a whole shit ton of army soldiers.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with 38.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say 25.
17.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
I've been not even close lately.
Yeah,
he just
there weren't that many soldiers. They didn't want to pay too many extras.
No,
that's true.
They had to keep the budget low.
They could keep them quiet.
So and I think they just made them up differently from one side of the face to the other.
So they could just turn.
Soldier people.
Soldier number 1, soldier number 2, soldier number 1.
I did feel sorry for the store owner. That guy got shafted the most out of everybody.
He did, and he had an agonizing painful death.
Yes.
Probably had it coming.
What was Santos's car? Santos, the Mexican guy.
Yeah, thanks. It was one of those big boats.
I'm gonna say
from the 70s, or 70s.
Cutlass. Was it Cutlass?
No, it's an LTD. I'm gonna say LTD.
Okay. You're way closer. It's a '72 Ford Gran Torino.
Gran Torino, same size as an LTD.
Sure.
Gran Torinos are pretty cool.
I think that's about it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
so all in all, I think we all enjoyed this film.
Yeah, it's a good.
I would definitely
movie.
put this on a watch list of, if you haven't seen it, just see it at least once.
Good Halloween classic. If you're looking for a good movie to sit and enjoy on Halloween, Return of the Living Dead 3 is perfect.
Two thumbs up.
Ooh.
I guess we already like three.
Yeah, three thumbs up.
3 barrels.
Yeah,
three barrels.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I
Thank you,
appreciate you coming and watching us, even though we put these spans of 8 months in between some of our episodes. It's okay.
Hopefully, we'll try and be more regular.
They're hardcore.
They'll
wait.
I'm taking my prunes. Okay, are we done?
Right, we're done. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, God, that sucked.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on social media.
How come you got more?
Because you're lame. You don't know what to say.
What am I supposed to do? Like
Logan,
time it all out?
Tune into the next
you
one.
keep screwing it up. You're gonna knock
this is like take 15. I only screwed up like 3 of them. You screwed up like 8.
We're just gonna keep this one, okay?
This is the one.
This is it.
This
We're
one
done.
right here.
Finish it.
And